and the New York Mets. Alongside Dan Plesac and Mark DeRosa, and Danny, as pitching matchups go, it doesn't get much better than what we've got here for this one.
Well, Matt, these are two of the best in the business. Two guys that throw a lot of strikes, and if their game is on, we should have a very low-scoring ball game with these two elite starting pitchers.
It's baseball. It's the show, and it comes your way next. Jacob deGrom gets the ball in Game 3 of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, Matt, this guy's been throwing the ball really well. He picked up his 10th win of the year in his last one, and he'd like nothing more than to make it 2 good ones in a row and pick up his win number 11 today.
Here's the second baseman, Colton Wong. And we are set for baseball here this evening.
For Milwaukee, the second baseman, Colton Wong.
Here's the first pitch to him. And that's dead center for strike one. Fellas, these Mets, as they enter play here tonight, they were losers last time out, but still in a decent groove as they'd won 4 of 5 prior to that.
Yeah, Matty, this is the big one. With the first 2 games of this series, you want to steal one right here and be feeling good about yourself.
Yeah, Dero, I think one of the things you want to do, you get to the 3rd game, you'd like to win this series and finish it off by winning Game 3. It's always nice to win a series, whether it's at home or on the road, so this is a big one for this ball club.
Lorenzo King.
In now is Lorenzo Cain. And it's fouled away. deGrom has pitched north of 1,200 innings in the majors, and in that time he's allowed just barely over a base runner per inning, which of course is very good. Curveball, swing and a miss, and he's behind in the count 0-2. And set up behind the dish is Woody Keller, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
You know, Dero, Woody Keller's a good umpire, but at times the consistency kind of wavers a little bit. I'm not sure if you'd say he's a low ball umpire or a high ball umpire. Sometimes his zone changes from game to game.
Yeah, he can be a little inconsistent, Dan, no question about it, but he's approachable. As an offensive player, I just want to be able to turn around and say, is that as far as you're going today? And Woody will usually give you an answer.
Just some things we should. Oh, cool hat trick. Watch me backspin off the Atlas. Pass to...
So here is Avisail Garcia as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one.
This is an awesome matchup, especially at this moment in time. You got some guys that are fighting for some serious hardware, and I want to see how this shakes out.
And it's 0-2 to Avisail Garcia.
Hey, if the beat goes on, that's number 8.
Two out, nobody on. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Trying to strike out the side. Here it is. Struck him out, so he makes quick work of him here. 3 straight strikeouts, and the side is retired. Gone in order of the... Freddie Peralta will be the man on the mound for the Brewers. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, one of the things this guy does really well, neutralize the left-handed hitters. On the season, lefties are hitting under 250 against this guy, so whatever he's doing against lefties, it certainly works.
And guys, we take a look at the Brewers entering play here tonight. They've been playing some pretty good baseball of late as they've won 6 of their last 8 games.
Hey, thanks, Matty. Hey, you know what, Dero? Try to get on a kind of a little mini winning streak here. Losing the first game of this series, winning game 2, and hopefully winning this series by pulling one out here today.
Yeah, Dan, they were able to shower that first loss off in the first game of this series and had a nice bounce-back game yesterday. Let's see if they can steal the series right here.
Jeff McNeil comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. Started the breaking ball far too inside that time, laid off for ball 1. And this one runs a little too far in. Ball 2. To 2-2 now. 1 out, nobody on. And he fouls this one off. Set to deal on 2-2. Now a check swing, but he does manage to hold up in time. Ball 3. A curveball hit right back at him. And he'll just flip this on to first for the 2nd out of the inning.
Batting third, the third baseman, J.D. Davis.
Now here's the pitch. J.D. Davis stands in as he checks his swing here for strike 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2.
Hey, down 0-2. He better be leery of this guy's nasty changeup.
We'll leave it right there as he strikes out, and that ends the inning. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Willie Adames. 2 hits in 8 tries for the series.
Willie Adames.
First pitch fastball swung on and missed. 0-1.
You could tell by the hitter's balance after that swing that he's seeing the ball really good. His timing is right there, and I expect him to catch something clean.
Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch.
Classic strikeout pitch right there on 0-2. It's the one we know he loves going to, but great recognition to lay off in that spot.
And he lays off the curveball. Strike 3 called, and that's going to be out number 1.
Boy, he's really on a roll in the hill right now. As we roll through it again, remember, he struck out the side in the last inning, and now he picks up right where he left off by striking off the leadoff man here. Let's see if he can keep this going for a little bit.
In is Christian Yelich. Yes, he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Now a changeup in on the hands that evens it at 1-1. In previous duels with DeGrom, comes in with 15 hits in 34 tries. Now a foul tip that's held onto at the plate, and the count moves to 1-2 now.
You can really tell they're trying to keep the ball in on this big slugger right here.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt. But he might spin the win if he starts looking for it in there.
The 1-2.
Wow, that's 4 straight Ks. He's knocking them down. He's looking for number 5 right here. You can tell this guy on the mound, he is pitching with a whole lot of confidence in this one.
Boy, and they cannot touch him right now. 5 straight strikeouts on the ledger, and there are 2 away.
He's just got great strikeout stuff. In his last start, he racked up double-digit Ks, and it looks like he could finish up in that range again here. He's really an exciting pitcher to watch when he's sending guys packing like this.
Eduardo Escobar standing in as he takes a called strike on the black. It's 0-1. He'll attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. Now here's the pitch. Curveball close, but it's 1-1. One and 2 now as that one's fouled off. No score here as we play inning number 2. Right side. And that is through into right field for a single. So a 2-out knock, and we'll go a little deeper into the top of the 2nd.
You don't see that too much in today's game. Most guys, it doesn't matter what the count is. They're looking to line them, drive the ball out of the ballpark. Not the case here. Good 2-strike adjustment, able to punch a ground ball through a hole for a single.
Fouled away. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. Set to deliver the 0-1.
Down 0-2, maybe simplify the game plan right here. Get on the heater, even though he has 5 weapons to go to.
Fouled off. Escobar leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Started to go around, but it's a called third strike anyway, and that will retire the side. Brewers strand 1. We'll go to. And now, Javier Baez, lifetime in this matchup. He's a .333 hitter.
Javier Baez.
And now the first pitch. There's a breaking ball that couldn't quite catch the inside. Baez has had his trouble in these matchups, facing right-handed pitching, that is, and shows a lot more prowess against the southpaws. And that fastball's taken, but catches the outer third.
What a well-executed fastball right there, down and away. If you're going to do any damage with that pitch, you have to think up the middle the other way, and you have to be diving and leaning out over that thing.
Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2.
Hey, that's not an easy pitch to hold your swing of. I know it looked like it was way out the plate. Good job not swinging at it.
On a good curveball, gets him swinging for route number 1.
That's a pretty sad attempt at hitting a baseball right there. No doubt he was completely fooled because that was a curveball, and it looked like he was late on a curveball. That tells me he gave up on it right till the very end, and obviously there was nothing he could do at that point.
And there's out number 2. Next, here is Dominic Smith trying to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Here's the first pitch.
1-0.
The 1-0. And it's fouled away.
It's going to be back to some serious tee work if he can't put that pitch in play right in his wheelhouse.
Pulled high in the air out to right field. On the move is Garcia. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. Mets go down 1-2-3. We'll move to the third with no score. Top of the third set to get underway, and here comes the first baseman, Rowdy Tellez.
Number 11.
Here's the pitch.
I love everything this pitcher's got working right now. He's got presence, he's got great body language on the mound, he's got fastball command and a nice early feel for his off-speed stuff.
Behind 0-2 now. Still no balls and 2 strikes. And on 0-2 he misses with a fastball.
Book waste pitch right there. Slow below the zone.
Pitch is popped up. And there's the first out. And with that, we give you a look at what's happening in the NL East race. Next to hit is Omar Narvaez. Comes off an 0-for-4 in last night's ball game. Breaking ball for a strike. 0-1.
Hey, make no mistake about it. This lineup's going to have to get going and get a little bit more aggressive. This guy's pounding the zone.
And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now. So 2 pitches in a row on the outside corner for strikes. You think he stays out there?
I think he does. One thing you don't want to do, though, Matt, it's not a good idea to throw the same hitter, the same pitch 3 times in a row, back to back to back, but I think he might throw it here.
And he's in there easily at second with a 1-out double.
Now that
Let's take another look at just a textbook swing right there. Good weight transfer, good hands to the ball, solid contact, and great extension through the ball.
Yeah, that's about as pretty as a swing gets. Nice look at it there from our camera guys as well. Colton Wong is at the plate as he watches ball one. Hit hard on the ground to second. Reined in. And there's out number 2. So 2 away in the Brewers half of the third. And that'll bring up the center fielder, Lorenzo Cain. And a good pitch on the inside corner for strike 1. And he takes this one high, 1-1. Narvaez on third with 2 out. And it's 1-2. I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Wow, was he behind that fastball. Great job on the mound using the curveball to set up the heater.
And they could go either way now, I suppose. And he fouls this one off. Able to protect the plate with 2 strikes, and he'll see another one. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Milwaukee leaves 1. Home half of the third coming up. No score.
Back now for the Mets' third turn at bat, and unfortunately for them and their fans, this lineup hasn't really found its stride this season. They entered this game near the bottom of the league in both runs scored and batting average, which has led to a lot of criticism of just about everyone involved. One player told me, "We don't deserve a lot of praise for the way we're swinging the bat this year," and that's been a real wake-up call. Most importantly, we expect way better of ourselves, so it's on us as the hitters to work together and figure this out. Back to you guys.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. So now into the box is Michael Conforto. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far. For these guys, 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it.
Well-located fastball right there. If he can continue to do that, he'll pitch deep into this one.
Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch.
Ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Looked like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball 2.
We just saw a fastball right there. I would not be shocked if he tries to get this guy to go fishing right here and drops a little off-speed pitch in the dirt.
3-2 now. And good patience exercised as he works out the walk to lead off the home half of the third.
That's an excellent at-bat right there. Fell behind early 1-2. Didn't panic or start chasing pitches out of the zone. He's able to lay off 3 pitches in a row, and he's standing on first with no outs. That's a great job.
Into the box, James McCann fouled away. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. Pitch is mishandled behind the plate, and it bounces away. And he'll rein it in as the count moves to 1-2. Mets are still looking for their first hit of the ball game. 2-2 to the Mets catcher.
He went with the off-speed there once he got him to 0-2, but now that they both missed, I think we'll see more of a challenge pitch here. You don't have to give in, but you can't be too cute either.
And a full count for James McCann. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
That was another good pitch and a tough call that could have gone either way. He couldn't get him to bite on it again, so the count's gone from 0-2 to 3-2.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Count still full. 3-2. Fastball called. Strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. Next up from New York, Jonathan Villar. First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and 1 gone. From the stretch. That's a hit, the first of the game for the Mets. Absolutely scorched that base hit. Worthy of some show track love, and as you see it, it came off the bat at 110 miles an hour. That's definitely squaring a ball up. And here's the former first-round draft choice, Brandon Nimmo. 0-1 the count. From the belt, the pitch.
Ball 1.
Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. A ball and 2 strikes.
Hey, I couldn't tell from up here if the hitter was taken all the way or sitting fastball and just got knee buckled. Either way, that was a really good curveball right there. Move on to the next pitch.
This ball's down, and that could bring in a run. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D. Where you get that base hit to give your team the lead, you have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
So here's Jeff McNeil as he will take knees for strike 1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. And he lays off for ball 1.
With 1 out and runners on the corners, some managers like to hit and run here. It's a little risky, but it can help you stay out of the double play if it's well executed.
And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball and play hard.
3-1 to him now. Hitters count all the way. Here it comes.
He's got a good feel for his off-speed pitches second time through the order, and we just saw 3 in a row.
Now the Payoff pitch home. Fouled off. 7th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And he misses with it, ball 4, so that'll load the bases, and now he's really going to need to get a ground ball.
And that's 2 free passes in the 3rd inning alone, so you have to wonder if maybe it's something mechanical or if it's just psychological. Got to get back on track here.
J.D. Davis, the next to bat. He's got the bases loaded now and a chance to really do some damage.
And he's one of those guys that they really rely on to come through in spots like this, Matt. 2nd on the team and runs batted in.
A ball and a strike.
1-1.
There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike.
Hey, usually the 2nd time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
Got him to miss the breaking ball there. J.D. Davis. Here comes the 2nd out in the bottom of the 3rd. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Javier Baez is in for his 2nd plate appearance as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0.
Hey, this pitcher's going to have to step off the mound right here and refocus. Take a deep breath, something. Can't keep falling behind and creating traffic. It puts everybody on edge, not only himself, his defense, and especially his manager.
2 balls and a strike to Javi Baez.
It often becomes harder to hit the zone when the pressure starts to heat up.
There's a swing and a high pop-up. Tellez has a play, and they'll avoid the big inning as he makes the catch, so just the 1 run scores here in the frame. Mets played a run on a couple of hits. Digging in now for the Brewers, Avisail Garcia struck out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one, and we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Hit out towards 2nd. Throw to first in time, 1 gone here in the 4th.
Now batting, the shortstop.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Willie Adames. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Hit in the air to shallow center. Nimmo comes on now and makes the catch in shallow center for round number 2. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. Christian Yelich is the batter now as he looks at a bowl of 1-0. Lays off again, and it's 2-0.
You can see this guy's more focused at the plate right now. In that first AB, he went down on strikes.
And it's fouled away. Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. Changeup called a strike, and he comes back even at 2-2. Swing and a liner. And that'll get down for what should be extra bases. Heading for 2nd is Yelich. And he'll make it to 2nd base now with 2 gone.
Man, that swing looked like self-defense than a real quality swing. But, hey, he muscled it out there, and it was enough to get him safely to 2nd. Those are the kind of hits that will drive you nuts as a pitcher.
So here's Eduardo Escobar as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
On 0-2 here, he doesn't have to give in with a great pitch to hit. He's got a base open, so he has to focus on making a good pitch right here.
And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ballgame, and that one ends the inning. Welcome back to Flushing, Queens. Before we get back to baseball, let's check in with Heidi. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And up steps the power bat of Pete Alonso as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. A ball and a strike to the Mets first baseman, Alonso, a native Floridian. He was taken in the second round back in the 2016 first-year player draft.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike three called. One away.
Flat out locked him up with a changeup right there. Usually you're trying for a swing and miss when you throw that pitch in a 2-strike count, but clearly he wasn't looking for it, so it's a backwards K for him.
At the plate now, Dominic Smith, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball one. Bases are empty, one man out. Ripped down the first base line, but a foul ball, 1-1. 2 balls and a strike.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2. And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right. Ready with another 2-2. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. Goes the other way as this is lined to left. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting, right fielder.
Next for the Mets, Michael Conforto. No official at bat for him, but he has scored a run in this one. As with 2 away, he'll swing and miss at the first pitch. It's 0-1.
Hey, that was a nasty pitch right there. Ton of rotation on that ball. You could almost see the red dot from up here. Nasty depth.
1-1 the count now. Breaking ball called just a bit low. Skied in the air to straightaway left. After it is Yelich. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for